Welcome to SVM's Blitz for the first round of the high school football playoffs. I'm sports editor Dan Woessner, and in this edition, I'll be talking about the Class 2A game between the Luther North Wildcats and the Eastland-Pearl City Wildcats with a Z. Luther North is out of the Northeastern Conference, which includes former Big Rivers team Ottawa Marquette. Marquette won the conference title. The conference also has Rockford Christian Life and Alden Hebron. Luther North will be making its second straight playoff appearance after having a long drought. Before last year, they hadn't made the playoffs since 1989. The school itself was on the verge of closing in 2008. They had low numbers, which also forced the football team to forfeit 3 games. And then between 2009 and 2011, the team only won 3 games. They've made quite a turnaround. They returned 7 starters on offense and 6 starters on defense from last year's playoff team, and they are led by junior running back Felix Loja, who's 6'5" or 5'6" and 150 pounds, and he's going to be running behind 3-year starter offensive lineman Rayvon Hurd, who's 5'11" and 230 pounds. EPC is making its 10th playoff appearance since forming the co-op in 2001. And after a perfect regular season and an NUIC Northwest Championship, EPC is looking to erase the bitter memory of last year's 31-24 loss to Orion in the first round. EPC came into that game undefeated as well. Didn't like that they were ushered out of the playoffs after 1 round. The Wildcats also want to make a statement that they can play with some of the best teams in 2A. They have a history of losing to Big Rivers and now 3 Rivers teams like Morrison, Newman, Bureau Valley. Some of those teams, they seem to always run into one of those in the playoffs and get knocked out. They've never made it past the quarterfinals. The one year they got to the quarterfinals, it was Newman who was waiting for them, and they lost that game in 2004, 31-8. The news is if they do beat Luther North, there's a good chance Newman will be waiting for them in the second round, but they can't worry about that yet. Luther North is up first. EPC has an offense that is multi-dimensional. They like to run the ball first. They give the ball to Eric Shaney the most. He's got 946 rushing yards and 15 TDs, but Donnie Grozinger is a threat both out of the backfield and in catching passes. Grozinger has 791 rushing yards and 14 TDs, and he has 23 receptions and 387 yards. And Devin Heron is a more than capable quarterback. He's thrown for 832 yards and 15 TDs. The Wildcats ran roughshod over the NUIC this year. They only were really challenged by Leewin and Forreston. I got a feeling this game's going to be a lot like those other games, and the EPC is going to win it 48-12.